See that tree over there in the water? If left alone, it'll be the home of many wildlife, and there will be love between that tree and the many birds, insects, and butterflies who love that tree. But there is the will of man, and then you have the reality of nature. That tree will be removed because it doesn't look very good there. Don't judge, just accept. Which brings me to my encounter with the spirits and the idea of I love you versus I love your. I have been thinking about that, about how selfish I am. And then the spirits talked to me around 3 a.m. this morning. Of course, I do know that half the viewers who heard that was automatically turned off by that, and they have stopped watching. Why? It goes against everything they have accepted as facts. No such thing as spirits, holy or otherwise, talking to people. That's okay. Maybe 3 people will hear me out, and then maybe just one person will think for himself or herself, disagree or agree. Anyway, so much for my preface. Here's the thing. According to the spirits, if you truly love someone, you never ever not love that person. It's a matter of souls getting together, the camaraderie, the kinship of souls. That's not what society says, of course, but think about it. Most of us have been in more than one relationship, and we experienced that relationship based on an attraction. If it were because of your love for that person, you cannot, I don't think, ever not love that person. If, on the other hand, that attraction was based on a possession or a condition, then of course, once things change, the so-called love goes away. I know of divorced parents who bombard their children with negative words about their former spouse. The children then turn against that parent. That is, the negative words was an indicator of the author's true self. If a child breaks your favorite plate and in anger you yell, "You stupid whatever, I hate you," what does that say about you? What does that say about how you feel about your child? If you love your child, you will see the accident for what it is, the destruction of a possession, not the nullifying of your love for your child. I get my communication from the spirits in a flash, all at once, yet in such details and in complete delivery. The truth is that people that I love, whether or not they're still in my life, are still the people that I love. Meaning, I miss their company and the intimacy, but, and this is the big but I want for them what is best for them, not what is best for me. I love those people, not their possessions. They were never my property. I cringe, I do cringe, each and every time I hear the clergy tell a woman that she's to love and obey her husband because God said so. I cringe each and every time the suggestion is made that a woman is the property of a man. I hope that my daughter will never ever be the property of anyone, but that she will love and live and experience happiness and be with those who make her happy all of her life. Think about it. Society does that to people. This master-slave mentality, it permeates everything that we do. The outcome, of course, in many times, is tragedy. If I can't have you suggesting property, then nobody can, and so, tragedy. Society also tells people that they cannot love 2 people at the same time, which is not true. Instinctively, you know better. You may choose not to, of course, but that's your choice. So, but what's a person to do but to adhere to the clergy and society? A mother recognizes the difference in her children, as does a father, and may treat them differently, but the love for all of them is intact. The love is uncompromising and very honest. The love is instinctively pure. The father and mother love them all, and never because of their possessions. See, you will either get this point or you won't. The spirits say that we are now in the era of the soul. We are now leaving the era of the mind. Feelings are going to be rediscovered, and relationships will be formed not based on money and possessions or mathematical formulas of the heart, but on the feelings of the heart. I predict that people will be marrying less in the traditional ways and cementing their relationships based on love. When they say I do, it will be as an answer to I love you, not what you have. You know as well as I do that literally thousands of marriages are based on possession and on the false assumption of security. And what suffers? Happiness. I also predict that in the future, the promise will not be to forsake all others, but to recognize that as a person you have loved, and those loves have been true. Circumstances change, of course. Change is the nature of all things, but love remains. It is tough to think for yourself, to leave the comfort of being told how and what to think. But according to the spirits, the purpose of life is to be happy. The subject of your affection must see that and understand that and must see you as a person. Or perhaps there was never any love to begin with. Saying I love you must not mean that I love your possession or that I love your property. Hey, don't kill the messenger. I am just bringing you the message. You can either agree or disagree. You should just think for yourself.